Is that the only way I can imagine restructuring my life to recover involves people helping me, and I can't get that. It's really common, especially for autistic folks, to not have any or very, very little support in the form of other humans around them. This is often due to isolation, but sometimes it's also just because all the people in your support network are also burnt out people or people with chronic illness or neurodivergent folks who don't have the spoons of their own to support you. I'm going to use this as an example of a way to employ resilience and sanity mindset. One of my teachers who has had a huge influence on my life, she always says, when you fight with reality, you lose every time. And not only is this true, but when you fight with reality or you focus on wanting to change the circumstances that you're in, it takes up all the energy that you have to be looking for creative solutions elsewhere. And over time, this is something you can train your brain to get better at, which is immediate, quick pivoting. Once you determine, okay, that route, not an option, let it go. You'd be amazed how much energy you can spend simply wishing that this reality were different. And that's not to say we can't work towards changing that reality, but right now, you need help to get to a place of recovery, right? So if the people that you have in your network are not able to or willing to help you, then we say, okay, that's the circumstance. Now, given this landscape, what do we do? Right? So instead of thinking, okay, how can I make it so that these people in my life can or are willing to help me? You instead think, okay, that's not an option. What other options do I have? That ability to quickly pivot, to recognize the reality and quickly pivot when you're trying to solve a problem away from circumstances that you cannot change in the moment, that is a huge mindset and resilience skill set that can be cultivated over time. That doesn't mean that it's right or okay or you should feel good accepting the circumstances as they are. But it is what it is until it isn't, right? So give yourself some time to grieve and honor the emotions that come up with actually accepting this reality that you are in most ways alone. And I really mean that, like take some time to honor what comes up when you look into really leaning into that reality. And then when you're finished with that process, you will find yourself naturally way more open and freed up energy-wise, allostatic load-wise, and in many other ways to find actual solutions that are accessible. And I don't mean solutions to everything, but I mean a stepping stone to just the next moment, the next day, the next oasis of okayness, no matter how brief it is.